Hi everyone, it's ShadowDTV here. Today we're going to be talking a bit about Marvel Snap and I guess what the future holds for the game. So this is a bit of a different video. We're not going to do any gameplay today, but I just wanted to chat about, I guess, what has been happening with Marvel Snap. We're still in beta at the moment, so there's still plenty to come before the game's full release. But I just thought I'd make a video on what my thoughts are on the longevity of the game and what people are saying about the game at the moment. So I think first up, it's such a fun game. I'm having tons of fun with it. It's great that you can play it on mobile. You can play short games. I can play it in between doing things. I can play it on my lunch break, that sort of thing. And I feel that's the sentiment that most people have, that it's a really great game, I guess, to play casually. Of course, there are sweats that are playing it, trying to rank up as much as they can. I'm playing a ton, trying to hit infinite rank, each season. So yeah, having lots of fun doing that. But I guess I just playing other digital card games and thinking about how they started and where they are now. I guess there is a lot that Marvel Snap has to do to capture that player base. Probably the best example we have is Hearthstone, and I think about when Hearthstone first came out, I was just finishing high school, starting university, and so I was playing that game a ton. I played that game to death really when it came out. And there was just one game mode when that game came out. You just had constructed Hearthstone. You were versing, a real person, and you were battling it out to try and rank up. I guess the difference is that at the moment, Marvel Snap does have a lot of bots to, I guess, fill the player base while we are in while we're still in the beta. I guess my thought process is the game is, obviously you are versing real players, but there is a ton of bots in the game at the moment. There's no denying that. And I guess hitting infinite with all these bots is, I guess it makes it easier, but I'm also finding it hard to see how the rank system is going to work when it is all real players. In saying that, what I mean is, if I'm, snapping and then they're retreating and I'm getting 1 cube, and then they're snapping and I'm retreating, they're getting 1 cube. There's not going to be a lot of room for getting those 8 cubes consistently. And when you are getting those 8 cubes, it's going to get to a point where you get to a rank where people are only giving up 1 to 2 cubes each game. And I think going from, let's say, rank 30 all the way to 100 and requiring 10 cubes for each rank, it's going to be really hard to, I guess, get to that upper echelon. And I guess that's how a rank system works, and that's the intention. But I think there's going to be a lot of a false sense of, oh yeah, I made it to infinite, and then all of a sudden we have real players. Everyone is a real player. There's no more bots, and people are going to be hard stuck at 70 or 80 or 90 and just go, oh man, this game's way too hard. I guess, that might not be the case. It might be hitting infinite might be just as easy as it is now. Not saying that it's easy, of course, but if you've hit infinite now, you don't, in 6 months time, all of a sudden, you can't even get past 70. That's just something I've been thinking about with the game. And yeah, I guess, does the game have a bot problem at the moment? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. In, off-peak times when people are at work or late at night, early in the morning, I seem to find a lot of bots. And I guess that's the only way you're going to get games at the moment, as there is a small player base compared to, I guess, a game like Hearthstone. And again, all of this is, the game is in its infancy. It's a very new game. So a lot of this is going to change in the future, which I'm very excited for. Giving a couple of my thoughts, I guess. I think a big thing is we're going to need more game modes eventually. Hearthstone has a ton of game modes now, with completely different ways to play the game. Of course, it's very early days. Hearthstone had 2 game modes when it started. It had Constructed and it had Arena, which was, I guess, like a draft system, kind of like Magic the Gathering's draft. So I guess Marvel Snap has plenty of room to add game modes and things like that. I'm really excited for some more game modes in the future. Even just like a tavern brawl style thing that, which is a Hearthstone game mode where every week there's a bunch of crazy new rules, for deck building or different game rules. So that'd be really cool as well. Even something like that, just to, I guess, spice it up a little bit. So yeah, definitely looking forward to more game modes, which I hope is, they're probably not working on it right now, but I really hope that's coming soon. Private matches is a big one. I do know that Marvel Snap have said that they are working on private matches. Right now, I've got so many friends playing We'd Love to verse each other. I guess, have little competitions. We could make YouTube videos of, having tournaments, things like that. Right now, that's basically impossible unless you're just doing like a, who can get the most cubes the fastest sort of thing, play 10 games and whoever got the most cubes wins. But yeah, it is currently not possible to verse each other. It's funny I say that. I played a public match and I got matched up with a friend of mine, and so that was quite enjoyable, and then it was just impossible to recreate that experience. So yeah, private matches is a massive one. I'd love a tournament mode. We know so many people playing the game. It'd be great to host some tournaments, things like that, where we can reliably verse each other. So yeah, private matches, big one. PC client, obviously they have said that a PC client is coming once the game's out of beta. That'll be released on Steam as far as we know. Right now, making YouTube videos, having to use an emulator, it's fine, we're getting by. But yes, obviously a PC client for those that like to enjoy sitting at their computer will be fantastic. It'll probably be, I guess, maybe the main way I play, I'd say, and then just playing on mobile when I'm sitting on the couch or at work, things like that, on my lunch break. Of course, obviously on my lunch break. Competitive scene is something I've been hearing people talk about. I think that's a massive thing for a game like this. Is it esports viable? I don't know. We'll find out in the future. But I think you want a healthy competitive scene. You want people who play the game competitively, spend tons of time. They make content, and prize money is another thing. You look at Hearthstone, how big Hearthstone got. They've got their masters or whatever they've got, whatever their esports scene is called. It's funny I'm saying how big it is, but don't know what it's called. But I do know that's huge. They get massive numbers on YouTube, and yeah, hopefully Marvel Snap can live up to that sort of hype in the future. Rounding up everything I've said, I think that the game does have a bright future. There's so much that can be done with the game. We've got the Marvel IP, which is just such a huge IP. The thing it's going to rely on is, I guess, player base. So is Marvel Snap going to be able to hold these players that they currently have and find a way to introduce new players when the game goes to full release? It's been very easy for me to get friends to play it, even friends who aren't into card games or these types of mobile games, because of the Marvel IP, which I think is something that a massive thing that they have. I feel like if this game was, they just made up some lore and called it, let's call it, I'm trying to make up a name here. Let's play it Super Go-Go Snap. People would be like, I don't care. But because you got the Marvel name, you got the snapping mechanic, which I guess is like a Thanos thing. I don't know if that's actually been said, but that's what I think of when I hear the word snap in the MCU. So it will be interesting to see if they can hold the current player base. I know a lot of Hearthstone content creators kind of dropped off really, really hard after they got invited to the beta. So it's really just going to depend on can I guess Second Dinner hold these players, and can they introduce new players rapidly? If you've got a stagnant player base in 1 year's time, 2 years' time, you can't see the game surviving. I really do hope it survives. I'm having a ton of fun making content, having a ton of fun chatting with you guys about the game and playing it. So yeah, I guess I brought up a lot of things that I guess you could consider issues, but I just see them as things that Marvel Snap have an opportunity to capitalize on and introduce and make the game a ton of fun. We're all enjoying playing it. If you're watching this video, I'd assume that you're probably playing the game already. And let's just hope that Second Dinner smash it out of the park and they just keep making Marvel Snap a great game. Guys, thanks so much for watching. A bit of an interesting, a bit of a different video today, but I just thought it'd be great to chat about the game and, my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the game as it is right now and what you hope to see in the future. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Actually, before I go, check out the Infinite Snap podcast. I've been plugging the podcast a ton, having lots of fun making it with my good friend Tom. So go and check that out. We're chatting pretty much chatting like we are now, but I'll be chatting with my good friend Tom. You'll have an opportunity to ask questions, so go and check that out. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.